You call that radio? You call that radio TV? Below. You call that radio TV?
We are here to tell the people that we hear you. One God will not allow us and people of conscience to lose our morale.
You call that radio?
Walking on my heels, out of sight. Bust off a bar garage. I kept that dice. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening and welcome to You Call That Radio TV. I think this is the 150th show of the year, or something like that. And it's my bad sister in the house tonight. If you're on Facebook just now, get off Facebook and onto YouTube, because we're predicting there might be some copyright issues, so Facebook just won't even give us a chance. They won't even give us a fair hearing. So go to youtube.com/You Call That Radio if you can, or go to Twitch, twitch.tv/You Call That Radio. And shout outs to all the patrons who support the show. It would not be possible without you. Thank you very much. It's an absolute honour to have my bad sister. I've seen them live. We shared a bill with them at Edinburgh Fringe, the Studio 24, during their Alice in Wasteland show. I've seen them at Audio Soup. Amazing band, bring a lot of energy. They've toured with the Pet Shop Boys, Rita Ora, all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's an honour to have them on the show tonight. And if you want to ask a question, leave it in the comments and we'll try our best to ask that tonight. And let's just give them a round of applause and welcome them on to the show.
You call that radio?
Here to tell the people that we hear you. One God will not allow.
You call that radio?
However you want to see it.
You call that radio?
You call that radio?
However you want to say it, that's kind of part of the fun.
Powered by our patrons.
Brothers and sisters.
We are going live right now to my bad sister. Can you hear me?
Hey! Hello, Mark.
Hiya.
How's it going?
Good. We're surviving. Staying sane and all that.
Alive.
Well, you've been still staying quite busy. I've noticed that you had I loved the iconic Rooftop lockdown gig that you did.
Oh, thank you.
That was that was a banger, wasn't it? Was that our best one? Was that the first one we did?
We did 2, didn't we? 2 on the rooftop. We just thought, do you know what? We've seen a few lives and we're like, we need to bring a lockdown live and, do something slightly different. So then we were like, we know someone with a nice rooftop that we can socially distance. Well, so we sort of capitalised on that really, and it worked really well. So thank you.
Yeah, we just got so bored. We were like, fuck, we've got to do something. We used to travel everywhere every weekend, doing major gigs and in clubs and squats and free parties and just having the best time ever. So obviously we were like,
But the only thing is, it was so good that people were like, can you do us a lockdown live? Can you do us a lockdown? And we're like, shit, how do we do better than this? So we kind of thought we'd just wrap it up there. And
we did three.
Until we have some. They were all on rooftops as well, actually. The third one was on a different rooftop, but it wasn't quite as good because we we took too much time, and then it started to get dark.
We got blasé.
We didn't have the light production to follow up on the dusk that soon turned to dark. But yeah, so that's why we sort of came to. We thought we can't top this, so we just leave it there.
And what's a typical year look like? You are very busy. So how many gigs were on the books were you supposed to be playing this year?
Bloody shitloads. Honestly, when we think about it, we try not to cry.
I try and add it all up. I mean, there's definitely
all the big
20
ones,
gigs. 20 gigs
at least,
minimum.
All the big ones: Glastonbury, Boomtown. What? Go on.
Do you have a favourite?
Anything.
Do you have a favourite festival, or is that like asking to pick your favourite child, or is there a festival that you just go, that's my one?
I find that
it changes.
So, like, you know,
two phases.
Something that was your favourite festival in 2015 might have been your shittest festival in 2018, for example. Like, you know, everything evolves. No, I don't know about that. I think everything evolves. Sometimes a festival comes to the epitome and you think, wow, this is amazing. And then the year after that, it gets too popular, for example.
Is that because when someone just gets it, a festival just gets it completely right, everyone just raves about it so much that everybody hears about it? Is that the problem?
I think that's exactly 100%. What the problem is, yeah. I mean, everything
word of advice for all the festivals out there is don't get too good. You want to stay a little bit shit.
A little bit shit. And you can always rely on a bit of British weather to fuck it up for you as well.
I know, but that makes it. I mean, come on, we're talking to a Scottish lad. I mean, he knows about shit weather.
Yeah, that's true. When we did, when we played Audio Soup, we played 2 years, not
freezing
consecutive. And the weather was really bad, in particular on 1 year. But it didn't stop people, and we had bucket.
And you lot were all on the bucket. I can't do the accent at all. I know that sounded terrible.
You did say the word jobby quite well in a Scottish accent. It's not bad. It was like a 7 out of 10. Like Lorraine Kelly saying jobby. It sounded like a good impression of Lorraine Kelly, which isn't obviously a fair representation of all of Scotland, but a good attempt.
Thank you. That means a lot because I'm really bad at a Scottish accent, but it doesn't stop me from trying. Can I say one more thing? And you can judge me on it. It's a potential death trap. Is that good?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Shit. You're just being
well,
nice.
I mean, it's not a good general Scottish accent, but I would say you're painting a picture of a specific character. It could be a real person. Do you know what
it could be? Maybe it was Lorraine Kelly.
Lorraine, there is a bit of Lorraine Kelly in there, no doubt about it. And so did you get your accent get better the more that you played? Because obviously, as well as playing Scotland for festivals like Audio Soup, an amazing festival, we love Audio Soup, but just playing the Fringe, you were there. How many gigs did you do in that?
Oh God, we did 2 shows a day for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
wow.
It was intense.
And that was a really rainy.
It was August. It rained every day.
2017 was it, or 2016?
No, we had a brilliant time. But our accent got better, I suppose, because we're hanging around with lots of jobbies. I mean, Scottish people that have jobbies. But
and square sausage. Oh no, I can't do it. I'm going to stop doing that. But we've got a couple of best mates.
We've got 2 bestie girls actually. I haven't seen them in a long time. But Mischief Natalie, who used to run Mischief Festival,
and Abby Right Control,
and and they're 2 of our gal dems. You must know them.
So working with them, spending lots of time with them at festivals and whatnot. We kind of I used to just pick up words and try and imitate them.
But talking of good festivals, actually, taking it back, Mischief, now that was a corker. And it happened only 3 years.
It wasn't in Scotland, though.
It didn't, no. But it was in England, because apparently it's harder to do a festival in Scotland because of the rules and stuff. Don't know if that's the case anymore. And the bloody weather, yeah. But no, it was the best festival. And the reason why, let me get to my story. Don't cut. She loves cutting me off. Right. The reason why it was so good, I think, was because, and everyone still talks about it. And I'm talking, this was like 2012, 13, maybe. So it was a good while ago now. Everyone still talks about Mischief. And the reason why is because it was so good and it was in the moment, but then it didn't carry on and get overpopulated and just ruined. It just stayed being that like real niche, cool underground festival just for those 3 years, and then disappeared because she started working for Boomtown. You see, so Boomtown snapped her up like that. But I think that is a good thing for a festival as well. I mean, if you want to drag it on, obviously word of mouth is going to go around. If it's really good, everyone's going to want to go, and then everyone and their dog goes, and then it gets a bit.
Yeah, not that we don't like big crowds, because we do love a big crowd. But we just love the small, independent little festivals that need the support, and we love seeing little things grow into bigger things. And that's something that we've really enjoyed doing, playing every festival from the massive monster that is Glastonbury to the really tiny little 300 people ones. So
it's always fun to be had.
Shouts to Abby Riot Control.
Yeah,
it's got to be said.
We love that girl.
She is a festival
legend.
queen. She knows what she's doing.
And she actually she brought Alice in Wasteland, the show, to that, to the Fringe. So, and that's, I mean, we were there with another show as well. But yeah, so props to her. We miss her very much. We love you, Abby, if you're watching.
Woo! But actually, talking of the shows that we were meant to do this year, one of the ones we were meant to do, I can't say it, Knockengoric. Sorry.
Knockengoric.
Knockengoric. I don't know, it's because I haven't seen it written down this year.
A wee trick for you. A wee trick for you is all the regulars just refer to it as Knocky. So not only will you avoid risking offending anyone or sounding English by saying the thing wrong, you should just say Knocky. It means it also says like you're a regular, as if you're there all the time. Or,
there you go.
We've been invited for years. They've wanted us.
We're meant to play Knocky. Try that. We're meant to play Knocky.
We were meant to play Knocky.
Oh no, that's just offensive. I'm sorry. But Scottish is really hard for me. I can do
really
Australian.
Sexy, we don't sound like
I could do Irish, but yeah, I don't know. No Scottish. You guys.
Yeah, so we were gutted. We were meant to bring our tour bus up there this year.
For the first time ever.
We're going to be playing with our brand new punk band called Dirt Gash.
For the first time ever, they actually booked us because they were trying to book us, and it was always clash, and we were already booked up. And for years, we were trying to go to Norfolk, but this year
Norfolk's a great festival.
I know.
We heard so much good things about it, and we were really, really excited to do it this year. But you know,
can't have it all.
Dirt Gash. Tell us about Dirt Gash.
Dirt Gash. I love how you said it. Dirt Gash. Oh, we're not going to keep going on about the accent, but yeah, Dirt Gash is a 4-piece all-girl punk band.
Kind of metal sort of mix.
Yeah, it's like
we say punk because of the attitude.
It's punk vocals and more of a metal sort of music vibe.
I play bass.
She's on bass. I'm on vocals, and yeah, I mate Amber on guitar. And it's hardcore and it's offensive and it's not very nice. And I just wanted.
We needed a release.
I needed something to get my. I had so many lyrics that I wanted to spit and write down, and none of it sort of fitted with My Bad Sister. Like,
not that we don't normally hold back when it comes to lyrics, as you probably know, but certain things we have to,
especially in this current climate. People want to jump down our throats. We've never worn a mask. We won't wear a mask, and I actually am really against wearing a mask. Like, I really, really will not wear one. And obviously that has caused, as you can imagine, a lot of people having a go at us about certain things and saying, with your platform, you should be a bit more responsible about what you're, portraying. Is like, well, I am a firm believer that we shouldn't be wearing masks. I don't want to go into it right now, but if we message me privately and I'll get back to you on why. But yeah, things like that. So I wanted to start a punk band where I could just say what I want when I wanted it. I wanted it to be really offensive and an unknown band that no one knows, so I can say what I like and not get in trouble for it.
But everyone knows it's us, so that doesn't really work.
Well, not everyone knows it.
Well, you just grassed yourself in. You've grassed yourself in already.
No, I'm not very clever.
The other thing was as well.
Maybe what you could do is, so that people don't know what you is that when you're doing the gig with Dirt Gash, you could wear a mask so that they don't know it's you.
Are you balaclava with a hole in the mouth?
All right, so balaclavas are okay.
Yeah, balaclavas are fine because they've got a whole breathing
Pussy
hole.
Riot have done that.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think,
but yeah, as well, we just
no masks.
I wanted to just bring it back to basics, like with production and stuff. We're constantly working with people because we backseat produce on some tunes, but generally, well, yeah, but generally speaking, we have to work with other people. And I just wanted to write everything myself. So I had loads of bass riffs in my head, and my dad bought me a bass guitar a few years ago, and he was like, "If you can't play more than one song on it, then I'm taking it off you." In a year. So, and then after I could only play Seven Nation Army on it because I'd hardly picked it up, he took it off me. And then years later I got one and now I'm really into it. So I guess it was just sort of a time thing for me. But yeah, I just wanted to write my own stuff and not have to talk to anyone or deal with post-production. I just wanted to have my own amp and just be raw. And that's where that outlet is for us. So we have got a live band now. So if anyone's booking for next year and they want a punk band instead of electronic,
but we could do both.
That
was our idea, that we do a whole lineup. So we've got, you know, our My Bad Sister show with a DJ. We've got Sophie on the decks and me MC.
Because we're normally on the live
bass. And then we've got Dirt Gash, so we've got a whole lineup, just us three.
Because like with Audio Suit, when you played with us, the Gyro Babies, we were, you know, we were always on the live stage, so we thought might as well bring some instruments in. But obviously it's not always easy, so it's good to be able to do both. So that was the thing behind that. But yeah, Dirt Gash.
Is that, you're talking about Little Sis there? I've been enjoying her mixes on SoundCloud.
Yeah, she's on it. She's on it. She's got loads of time on her hands, like we all have, and she's just spent her whole time just finding banging tunes. She's got really good ear, and she's like really honed in on her mixing skills. And yeah, her DJing skills have literally hit the roof this year. So
DJ Minky,
look at her follow. Yeah, check her SoundCloud out, especially if you like drum and bass. She really knows what she's on about.
She does play a bit of 4x4 as well, but she's really into a drum bass at the minute because she's been playing rough tempo shows with the man that is Gaz Circus.
Yeah, so she's lucky. She's got a little bit of a leg up, and she's run with it. She's doing really well and loving life, so that's good. And now we've got our little sister who's our permanent DJ, and she's bad man DJ, so it's all good.
Amazing stuff. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one of your tunes because there might be some of our audience who aren't aware of what it is you do. I've got lined up Rave Till Morning. Is that the newest one?
Yeah, that got released on Friday last week.
So tell us a little bit about that. Where did that come from?
We actually shot it during the lockdown. Oh, did we?
Yeah.
It was during lockdown. Yeah. And we thought, fuck it. I mean, we were with our mate Bally, who we live with, and our friend Lisa. So we didn't have to get too many people involved.
Basically, my mate Bally had a lovely flat in London, and it kind of looked like a hotel room. And I was like, do you know what? I think we should shoot a video in here, and it will look like we're having a night in a hotel room before we get up and go to a gig at a rave.
They're meant to think that we rented a hotel room for the shoot.
Oh, we rented a hotel room for the shoot. No. Anyway, so that was the story behind that one. And yeah, I just think in this climate and this day and age of the pandemic, we wanted to reiterate our views, which are: you've got to get out, rave till morning, hug your mates, shake a stranger's hand, and don't wash it afterwards. Just give it a go. It might boost your immunity. You might live longer. Anyway, yeah, this is Rave Till Morning.
This bass line's gonna knock you sideways. Original zombie of this. We're raving in front of the stack. Not complaining cause we're loving this track. We're gaining cause we're not looking back. We're brave cause we're on the attack. Are you in? Are you gang? Are you safe? Are you prang? Are you yin? Are you yang? Are you a friend or a fan? Oi oi, who's holding? Oi oi, man I'm folding. That plane, we're boarding. I'm running, you're stalling. You're freezing, we're boiling. We can't stop talking. Major level like serpent calling. Too much fun, always calling. Fake nails on, rave till morning. Can't stop, full drive flop, back of the net with a high top, heavy beats, make us tick, tick, like a proper kick, fishnets on, rave till morning. Rave till morning. Rave till morning. Rave till morning. Rinsing shows out with my sister. Change is constant, louder drama. Relax and chill, work out your karma. Fresh gigs on, Rave till morning. Fake nails on. Rave till morning. Fishnets on. Rave till morning. Fresh kicks on. Rave till morning. Rave till morning. Fake nails on. Rave till morning. Fishnets on. Rave till morning. Fresh kicks on. Rave till morning. Rave till morning.
You call that radio?
Call that radio.
What back to the people who hated on me?
Right, and then I see the disinfectant that knocks it out in a minute. That's mad, isn't it? Is this a Netflix thing?
It's actually a podcast.
What the fuck's a podcast?
You know, it's kind of like a radio show.
Oh, that! Radio!
Yeah.
And is there a way we can do something like that?
I couldn't help it.
By injection inside or
Yeah, I think so because I think just paint in general because I think like my poem is in my painting.
No, cut. Absolute tune there. Rave Till Morning by My Bad Sister. Is that off a forthcoming album or?
It's not actually. Do you know what? We sort of through the grapevine heard that, you know, the kids have just got not a very long attention span these days, and albums are a little bit sort of pointless in a way. They're for your fans, basically. But when you're trying to like get your music out there and you just want people to find out about you, actually doing an album is such a big body of work, and it gets wasted in a way. So you're almost better to just do EPs and singles. So our idea for this year, and possibly working towards an album at the end of next year, but it'll be completely all new tracks. We did. So I'm just taking my sock off and itching my foot. We actually decided to do an EP with Stivs, Life for Lamb, Born and Road producer from Bristol, and they ended up being just 2 singles. Feeling the Love, which was our first. It was our second release during this year's lockdown. Yeah. And then this was kind of like the B-side, Rave Till Morning. So yeah, that was kind of like an EP. But then we decided to turn into 2 singles. Yeah, we decided just to drop it as 2 singles, just because it's easier to. It's better to promote yourself. Like one track, push it out there, get a video. One track, get a video, push it out there. That was the idea. And we get impatient as well. We're like, right, finish track. Let's release it. Yeah, we just want to show you guys as soon as we've got it done. We don't hold it back.
We've got Speed Bass UK says Legends.
Hey, Mandy Dexterous. We have actually got something really big being released to announce on Friday. This Friday, Don Dada. Single release with a video that me, my sister, and our little sister danced all over. And it's a big deal because Bass Militars, the record label, it's a new sound. Like for us, I mean, obviously, it's a pioneering sound. You know, you've got all your different types of dance music. This is a new genre. This is like, and I'm not really a genre girl, but this is speed bass is something. It's something that gets you going. 100%. And I think it's the world is ready for speed bass. Definitely. Speed bass is going to get people that have given up their raving shoes back in the rave, back in the dance. And so not only with a new genre of music, dance music, for us, we're like, now it needs a new style of dance. So we've kind of done a version. Shut up. We've done a UK hacker. It's footwork. We've done a UK hacker. Shuffling in a way. It's sort of shuffling, but it's not. It's kind of a hacker, but it's not. But we want you to go and learn it. That's what we wanted to do a dance video. So for those people that don't know what hacker is, by the way, that's the dance that the Dutch people do to gabba. So this is what I'm saying. We're doing like a UK version of hacker, and
Yeah,
but we're not wearing shell suits.
It's not easy.
Is this the video that you sent me? The little clip? Should I play that just now?
Should we do it?
Wait, can I pick up the tune first? So this is Don Dada by Mandy Dextrous, released on Bass Militer, and it is got to be done. You have to go. If you don't know about Mandy Dextrous, you've got to go and find out about her right now on all major platforms. Go and listen to her music. She will blow your mind.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel so that you're the first to see the full video of the clip that you're about to see now. Here we go.
And I can use the exclusive banner at the bottom of the screen because this is an exclusive clip.
This is an exclusive. It's on well, it's kind of
exclusive.
It's fine. It's going to be if you subscribe Friday. Make sure you subscribe.
You've got to subscribe, otherwise you won't be the first to see the video, and you won't be the first to learn the routine.
And any keen dancers out there, like shout outs to Catherine Wiseman and her lovely daughter. Hello. Please try and learn the choreos and send your videos to us because we want to see. And you never know, next time you might be in the next Speed Bass release. So check it out.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. That's you, Daniel. Are you before me?
You call that radio?
Hello? Hello, yes, this is Dog.
I think there's some people enjoying this. We've got a legend, Lorraine Thomas, Speed Bass Fukai. She's saying,
yeah, honestly, you won't be disappointed, Lorraine. I promise you. Go and subscribe now. Go and follow Mandy Dextrous on Spotify. Just do it. Just do it.
And Catherine says, love you girls, cannot wait to see the whole video.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure Evie learns it.
Yeah, I know. How bad is it? I want to go and listen to the track right now. Just from listening to that little snippet, I'm like, I need to listen to the whole track.
When you hear the drop.
And we've been listening to it for a long time, obviously, because we've been, choreographing to it and being in the video and everything. So we've had it in our ears since the summer. And it's, oh my God, I still love it so much. I just need to crank it every time. It's going to go viral. Be the first.
But you can go and check out some other Speed Bass on Mandy Dextrous' channel to get the vibe.
You and me, my favourite.
But Don Dada will not disappoint.
We've got, Ted says, pre-record everything and put Fred on stage.
Oh, Fred. So we've got a new dog. I don't know where he's gone.
Should I get him?
We rescued him last week.
I'm going to quickly go and get him.
And normally, we've wanted a dog for years, but normally it just wouldn't work with all the touring. So we thought, look, it's not gone back to normal yet. We don't know. We've got a dog. He's 1.5/2, not sure. So he's not a puppy. So I've already taken him to London and back. And this is Fred. He's a patterdow and he loves chasing cats and squirrels.
And he's Fred.
Yes, this is him.
So I think that's who that guy was referring to.
This is the official My Bad Dog, Fred. And we're
already, me, Polly, and little sister Millie are already fighting over him.
Can you see him? I'll hold him up. Hello.
I've given him his own banner there, so he's
got his own banner.
Oh, look at that.
Good boy.
So yeah, he's a bit camera shy.
This is the first appearance that he's ever made.
All right, so I can use the exclusive banner for that.
He is exclusive. He's he's my bad sister exclusive. My bad dog. We love him very much.
And is Fred a fan of Speed Bass?
Yeah, obviously. He's been listening to a lot of drum and bass in the last couple of days. I haven't tested him out with any death metal yet. He hasn't been. Actually, he was with us when I was in band practice, but with my other band. Shout out to the Disgraceful, I should say, who I play bass with now. since I moved out of London. We're now in Norwich.
See, we're so busy because we haven't got gigs.
So he has witnessed that on the go, but he hasn't witnessed Dirtgas yet. But he hasn't complained yet, so I think he's into it.
He's really chill, actually. He's good. We needed a chill dog. We couldn't have a stressed out dog.
But
we're stressed out.
He's also got
so
lots of energy.
Non-stressed out dog.
He's also got lots of energy, so he is like his owners, loads of energy. So it's kind of good. We match up in that way.
We've got Susan Nugent saying, I remember seeing that. It was the Biz. I think she might be talking about your lockdown rooftop gig because it was after Lorraine said, sisters, 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it, fuck it.
That's it. It's a lyric. It's one of our best lyrics.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
It's a hit. It's your hit.
It is our hit. It did help us sort of. It was one of the first things we ever did, actually, at a squat party that we played back in 2000 and...
Yeah, you're right. It probably was the first. I don't know.
It was in an old DFS or something, wasn't it? And we dropped that one with Catch Pyro Jerome, who's also played at Audio Soup. And he said, look, I've got a set. You know, you can do that live if you want because it's a banger. And we were like,
yeah.
So, yeah, that was what it did catapult us on to, like, suddenly people were like, oh, they're not just...
You know, all those intelligent lyrics, you know?
They're not just girls that get up on the rig and dance their tits off.
So can fuck my...
They actually got some tunes as well, and that sort of kicked us off really on the rave scene. So yeah, we owe a lot to that tune, and we did do a sick video of it with it, which we actually filmed in Newport, didn't we?
In Wales.
Oh, in Wales.
No, in Scotland.
Yeah,
so.
sorry, I don't really know. My geography of the British Isles is a bit rubbish. But yeah, big up
Just
Edie. Big up Edie for that video because it was a banger, and I still love it today, and it's still just as relevant, that video.
So when did the music stuff start happening? Was that always a big part of what you did, or was it the dancing come first? Can you just give us a wee sort of rough idea of the timeline of the whole process?
Yeah, I mean, the dancing came first because my mum's a dance teacher and we've danced since we were 3 years old. And ever since I can remember, we always wanted to be dancers, didn't we? Polly used to say she wanted to be an artist. But I always said I wanted to be a dancer.
For like 6 months.
But basically, you know, it comes under the same umbrella. Performing. We love performing. Any kind of performing. We're attention seekers.
We've been on stage all our lives. Our mum put us on stage before we could barely even walk. We were tap dancing before we could walk properly. We've come from that showbiz life, doing festivals and being on stage.
Musically, the first sort of things we used to do, I used to write songs with my granddad, God rest his soul. And he used to have Polly on the ukulele because she was better at strumming than me. And then he'd be on the organ and I'd be singing. And he used to write music and we used to sing and make tapes for our
And
he said
to you that you're a better singer than me. And it never went away.
But Polly was better at ballet, even though I was better at taps because I'm rhythm girl. But yeah, so it was always singing, dancing, music, performance since we were forever. I mean, everyone in my family,
they all entertain. All our family are entertained.
They're all EastEnders, so you know what it's like. You've got to have a sing song. You know, that's just how we roll with all our lot. So it was sort of just in us from the beginning.
Just talking about the tap dancing thing, I've got here, where is it? Yeah, the Busking in Barcelona here.
Oh, are you going to show that?
Yeah. Well, I'm just put it on the side there. I'm just putting it. Oh yeah, just like to give people an idea of the tap, because I was quite impressed by the skills here of the tap dancing.
That's a shit video.
No, it's not a rubbish video. I'll tell you what's good about that.
No, everyone loves it.
Do you know
I don't know why.
Do you know what? No, I'll tell you why. Because tap busking is quite difficult because you normally need a board. But when we were in Barcelona, we discovered that there was all these tiles everywhere and these little streets, and the sound of the tap would just travel. So it was brilliant because obviously when it comes to getting drops and getting an audience on the street, it's all about the visual, but also the volume. Because if people can hear something, they'll go, "What's all that? What's all that?" And so we discovered that it sounded great on the tiles, didn't it?
Yeah.
Even though it was illegal because we didn't have a license, so we did have to have a look out.
Can I talk now?
You're allowed to talk now.
Yeah, I was just going to say the reason why I have to say that, otherwise she won't let me. It's one or the other. We're both as bad as each other. Anyway, yeah, the reason why we were busking actually is because we had a gig we were in south of Spain and we had a gig in the south of France. And we were like, I know, we've got 2 weeks in between gigs. Let's just, roll with it and go and, do our thing. Obviously, we run out of money. So obviously we had to start busking, and it was great.
We were staying in a hostel.
Barcelona was amazing because we literally, when we got a big old long bus from Alicante, didn't we? Just sort of bitch, and we were skint, and we were like, oh, it was out of season, so the hostels were cheap. Anyway, we had our tap shoes with us anyway, and we started tapping on the street, and we'd get like €50 in 5 minutes. We were like, fuck it, let's go for lunch. Come on then. And so we did that for a couple of weeks, and we ended up getting quite a bit of money.
I got a bad knee.
She had a knee operation when we got home because of tap dancing on concrete.
There is a reason why you have sprung dance floors and proper dance floors, and that is to protect your shins and knees. So tap dancing, and obviously the louder we tap, the more money we got put in the pot. So we were tapping pretty loud, and I ended
heavy
up
on the shin.
I ended up getting the knee off.
It's a good idea if anyone's thinking about doing it. It's a good idea, but also a bad idea.
Get a tap board.
Get some decent tap shoes, because I think we were rolling with our rubbish ones with
some jazzy.
I ended up cracking both my taps. They were split.
Get some expensive tap shoes.
No, you don't have to get expensive tap shoes.
Well, 50 quid.
You can tap in anything. You can tap, just not bare feet. But if you're going to be doing it on the street, trying to earn lots of money, then you probably do need to invest.
Basically, Gene Kelly, right, when he was tap dancing in the street, he was in a studio, you see.
It wasn't concrete. I doubt it was concrete.
It was not concrete. So just bear that in mind, guys, when you're watching the next.
And also make sure you stretch out your glutes and your quads, because weak glutes and tight quads are the main cause of most knee injuries.
Another one of those. Same time tomorrow.
To ask you about Pet Shop Boys.
Yes.
How did that happen? Is it true that you toured with the Pet Shop Boys for 18 months, and how did that happen?
We auditioned. I mean, we had a...
it's quite funny how we got the agent.
Yeah, it's funny how we got the agent. But we had an agent, and he sent us off to the audition, and you never know what it's for. They never tell you. They don't say, oh, by the way, you're auditioning now for Rita Ora, or you're auditioning for a world tour. We just know it was a big contract.
No, we didn't know it was
Why do they not tell you? It's to so you don't get nervous, or is it...
No, well, they don't want everyone to know. They don't. Yeah, social media. They don't want. Oh, I'm going to an audition to be a dancer for so and so today. They don't want it, because that will be a year and a half before the tour, and they want to announce the tour and all that shit. You know, you have to. So yeah, we went along to the audition, and I actually wanted to walk out because it was contemporary, which isn't my strongest like subject when it comes to dancing, and there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people there. People. And it was queues. It was a private audition, but it was still full of auditionees. And we did the first round. I started learning routine. I was like, look, I'm off. I'm going to the pub. This is not for me. I'm not going to get the job. I'm too tired. I can't be bothered.
And my friends who we went to college with grabbed me and went, no, don't. They're going to be doing hip hop next section. Like, don't go anywhere.
And lo and behold, they were.
The Lord.
Lo and behold, we got through the first round.
Her name was Abby Kennedy. Her mum used to teach ballet at school. But thank the Lord Abby did that, because otherwise we would have kissed ourselves goodbye to one of the best contracts that was possibly ever available for any dancer to get.
And anyway, we've done hip hop, which is the next thing, and then they asked us if we had a criminal record. Thank God we didn't, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to go and do the American leg of the tour.
But I think what clinched the deal
How did we manage that?
And they asked us to sing, and we sung one of our originals, and I think they liked that, because they're like, oh, okay, they're musicians as well, this is cool. And also what clinched the deal was we had these really short, like proper shaved head, leopard print, like sort of androgynous haircut, basically. And I think they just looked at us and they thought, I like the fact they're identical twins. I like the fact they look androgynous with their flat boobs and their boy haircuts. And I think they just rolled with that. And I think that clinched the deal for us. And then we ended up having the most amazing experience of our lives.
And actually, off and on, we stayed for 18 months. We did an 18 months straight up tour, UK, Europe, and America. But after that, we were just doing gigs and gigs and gigs. They'd ring us up for, corporates, and they'd ring us up for another show here and a festival here. We actually did New Year's Eve.
We went to Kazakhstan.
No, we did
chartered flights.
We did New Year's Eve in Scotland, didn't we? You know the big in Edinburgh. They Hogmanay. And that was in 2014. That was, and we did their show with them there. Yeah, that was a brilliant New Year, wasn't it? It was really good. And we ended up in Studio 24.
We did.
Getting off our nays.
And we also did a New Year's Eve in Sydney at the Sydney Harbour with Boy George.
We're talking about Scotland, and you're just bringing Sydney.
Oh, sorry.
We're not dropping everywhere we play.
We did hang out with Boy George, though. Boy George's brother loved us.
As far as drops go, we like to have name drops on the show, and I think Pet Shop Boys, touring with Pet Shop Boys, is a pretty good name drop.
What about Take That?
Name drop.
You call that radio?
As soon as you said take that, the name drop just appeared. Tell us how to take that then.
Well, we toured with them. They were supporting Pet Shop
Robbie
Boys,
Williams is a don. We love him. He's amazing on
He used
stage.
to come to our sound check, and he'd come and just hang out. He was sound, man. Gary's really nice. They were all lovely, actually.
He was so lovely backstage. Like, I was expecting Robbie to be a bit of a jump.
Mark was quiet. I loved Mark when I was younger because I was like a proper Mark fan. And then I was like,
No, the
he's
quietest
as cool
one
as I wanted him to.
No, the quietest one was
Jason.
But
he was sound.
But Robbie, honestly, I don't know if people have seen him live, right? And I don't know if you like his music or not, whatever, right?
Can't deny. He's a performer. He's amazing.
I never got to see Freddie Mercury live, God rest his soul. But I can imagine that Robbie is on a bit of a par with Freddie because he's just like ultimate charisma XFactor. And it's just an example.
Wait, do you want more name drops though? Should we just carry on?
Not that Neil Tennant isn't, because we love Neil Tennant.
You've already said Rita Ora, that doesn't count.
Neil Tennant is amazing, obviously.
Why are you bringing it? You're just going back to these boring conversations. I'm taking it forward.
No, wait, let's stick to the name drops. Stick to the name drop. Rita Ora.
I'm name dropping.
Because what I've got here is a video of yous on XFactor.
Oh.
And here.
Oh, yeah.
And that is Rita Ora here.
I'll tell you what that is. That's a panic plot.
Hi, girls. Wow, you look
So what's going on here?
Thanks. Are you twins?
Well, we're
Amazing.
auditioning for
What's your
XFactor, aren't we?
Can I just say?
Can
I just say? Oh, hang on. We did used to be your dancers,
And
yes,
they
Rita.
basically, it was like when we did a few
So yeah, Rita Ora is basically like, I know them. As if like she's acting like she's surprised to see you there. I'm sure that she knew
She
you were going
was.
to
She didn't. We saw her stylist, and he come up to us like, "Oh my God, Rita's gonna go tits that you're here."
By trade.
And we were like, "Yeah, tell us
But we
to give
give
it
it
a
up. We've
go,
got some
will ya?"
tattoos. We only do stuff
See, I just
for, like,
assumed
cool
that
people
they
like Rita
would,
now.
they would be all clued up in that. So
And
did
what
they
are
do
you
it
gonna
deliberately
sing
to get a
for us
reaction out of
today?
Rita?
It's a cover.
They wanted to get a
but it's
reaction
our
out of her, I
version.
think.
It's
They didn't
completely
even
different.
know, honestly,
that
that fucking show, man.
Well, the thing is, right?
So tell us about XFactor.
Okay, I'll take this.
This is how Sophie done it, right? Because can I just put this out there? I was like, hands down, right? We're an underground act. I do not want anything to do with this mainstream, lamestream bullshit. Okay, so I said all along, I'm not doing it.
Just
I'm not
because
doing
it's
it. I'm not doing it.
popular.
I'm not doing it.
Just
And
because-
I did it like this. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Wait, stop there. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's shit, okay? It's popular because it's good.
It's a talent show on TV.
Right, wait there.
ITV.
It was popular. Okay, so stop there. Right. This is how they got me. They rang me up. And can I just say, the whole everyone auditions is bullshit.
Bullshit.
All the talent.
Everyone's got an agent.
All the talent.
Everyone.
All the talent on there gets scouted. So we got scouted by the A&R teams, and they have hundreds of people looking for people like us who are, doing our music, but not anywhere near mainstream. We're just doing our thing.
They would jump at the chance of getting mainstream
They would jump at the chance of
exposure.
getting a few more people to watch us. Stop talking over me. So me and Polly just do this, okay? We love each other, really. Anyway, so they got me because they said, we're changing it up this year. Because I said, look, I've been watching XFactor like for years.
They was asking us to do it for years.
And
for
we
about
ain't,
3 years, they wanted us to do it.
We ain't karaoke. That's what I said. I said, we ain't karaoke. We don't do karaoke.
We ain't singers like that.
We did sing our version of Mirror in the Bathroom, which was a jungle rework of
From
the
our
classic,
first album, Vol 1.
the classic beat tune. Love the beat. So we thought we'll do that. But that was why we did that tune, because they wanted us to do karaoke in the end. But the reason why they got us was because they said, we want original artists doing original music, right? That's how they sold it to me.
Obviously, they didn't mean that.
They said, look, this is what's going to happen. We didn't have to do any audition. We just walked in there, did that, and they said, look, you're going to be performing in front of thousands of people at Wembley Arena. And
They said 7,000 people at Wembley Arena.
And then what?
And singing our own music. So we were like, go on.
Right, so I've said, Polly, look, they said they want original artists doing original shit because they're changing it up this year. They want all
You said
original.
that.
They also told us that
Rita
Rita Ora was one of the judges. So we thought, this is an in. This is an in.
this could be in. That's what we thought. Okay, so that was the bagging.
Because you've danced with Rita Ora, so a bit of background for people that don't know. You've already been a dancer for Rita Ora, and she said that you were keeping her awake on the tour bus.
Yeah, we were touring with her.
Yeah, because we're fucking rock and roll, aren't we? Like
we're real rock and roll, mate. We ain't none of this bloody Sony and fucking.
This is shut up.
I know. I remember the Alice in Wasteland after party.
Do you know what I mean? Well, we practice what we preach. All right, we are rock and roll in the sense that we do, you know, we deliver on stage and backstage and every other stage opportunity. So we are, unlike Rita Ora, she's kind of rock and roll in some senses, but this is the thing with the pop world. It's very clean and shiny.
She has to do.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready for Ozzy Osbourne like scenarios. I mean, I'm sure back then it was.
Are you comparing us to Ozzy Osbourne?
No, but do you know what I mean? He was mental, and obviously it was a different time then where you could be totally mental and still.
Can I speak now? Because you've been speaking for ages, literally about 10 minutes.
Oh, you just cut me off anyway, so fuck it.
Well, no, I just want to say, the reason why we ended up doing X Factor, because loads of people say, my bad sister, why did you do X Factor? This is why. And it's because of Wembley, right? And also because they treated, we were like, no, the whole time. So they gave us extra better treatment. They had private cars picking us up. They had all the other contestants had to be there at 7 a.m. to get into
Bootcamp. Bootcamp was a joke.
No, let me hilarious. So they all had, we got private cars picking us up. Everyone else had to be there at 7 a.m. or something ridiculous like that to get their makeup and
we were just outright no way.
We were like, no fucking way. So they were like, okay, turn up an hour before you're on stage. We were like, okay, we can do that. And everyone else had to sit in a big like cattle room, where everyone was just sat there like cattle waiting to be slaughtered. We had our own private room, water, fizzy water, ice, so they were trying to make it appealing to us because they knew we weren't having none of it. So when we walked out on stage, and also because we knew Rita, we were like, right, we've got a foot in the door. Rita loves us. We get on with her like a house on fire.
All we wanted was to get through to the lives, right? So that we could go there and say, Simon Cowell, you're an arsehole. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get that in camera.
To be honest, I don't even think he's that much of a bloody arsehole, to be honest.
And this is my mate. Hang on, let's go.
I think ITV
we wanted to get to the lives, which we didn't because we just could not behave at the boot camp. We couldn't behave, and we just thought, do you know what?
We pissed them off so much.
I'm not familiar. I don't watch X Factor, so I don't know what the boot camp is a bit where. So you basically you go on that clip we just watched there. You just get passed through to the next round. So then what happens? Did you get kicked out for cheeky behaviour?
Yeah, this is what happened at boot camp, right? And it's hilarious because obviously we've gone there not giving a shit, whereas everyone else who's there,
they want it so bad.
It's like, shush, don't upset.
I was like, mate, I've been playing gigs for like 8 years. Well, I don't know about that long then. 8 years, and I'm getting paid for it. I ain't had no TV show doing it. You can do it anyway. They act like this is your only fucking home.
No, this is what happened, right? So
we were like,
you're at boot camp, right? The reason why so many people cry on these programs, right? And you just think, oh, they've been a bit of a melt. Do you know what they do? They keep you in a room, really tired, really hungry. They give you a bit of squash, like that much in a plastic cup, like a children's party. I'm not even joking, right? This is exactly why we fucked it off, right? Because there was a table full of cakes, coffee, teas, green tea, whatever you want, And that table was for the people that worked for X Factor. Then there was a table for the contestants, which had 5 digestive biscuits on one plate and that much squash in about 1,000 cups, right? And I was just going up and help myself to the cakes, coffee.
Basically,
and they were like, no, you can't do that. That's not for the contestants. And I said, fuck off. I said, you're getting paid for this. I ain't getting paid. I'm going to help myself to a Danish pastry, thank you very much. And I'm going to have a double espresso coffee and this and that. And then I said, I went, guys, to all the contestants, by the way, help yourself to the coffee and the cakes. And everyone's like, wait, they all run over there. And then they go up and they tell the manager people and the people that are above the floor people. And they stop saying that we're trouble, right?
So when you go in there, if you want to do one of those talent competitions, by all means do it. Just don't think too much about it. Just go along and don't be treated like a mug.
No, because that's what they do.
Because they treat people
you
like mugs.
Because everyone's there like, please, I really want to get famous.
And I'm going, I've toured with the Pet Shop Boys, mate. I ain't being some sort of mug. Do you know what I mean?
And we know.
Sorry,
we
don't flash that.
So why did you just get chucked out of Bootcamp? Sorry.
Well, this is why we got chucked out.
They got pissed.
No, right. So we got smashed up the head. We stole some wine from the hotel. No, what happened was
because the bar weren't open.
The bar wasn't open. Obviously, they don't want the contestants getting pissed. We were like, fuck that. So I went in the kitchen and stole a couple of bottles of wine.
And also, we did
with someone else, one of the other contestants. I was not alone.
And also, we refused to sing covers. So we did Hotel California at one point, and I was like, do you know what? And then
wait, let me tell the story, right?
Oh god. So we just wanted to sing our own tune.
So at Bootcamp, we were promised that we were allowed to sing. Look, you're not allowed to sing your own tune at Bootcamp, but as soon as you get through to 6-chair challenge, you can sing your own tunes. We were like, this is long. Anyway, we got through to 6-chair challenge. Again, we were like, right, we're going to sing these tunes. We gave them options. We were like, we've got these tunes. We only had to do 32 bars or whatever it was. It's only a minute, not even, and with your intro and your outro.
And we were going to sing Walk the Extra Mile, which is our first single.
Yeah, we wanted
to. It would have gone in.
It would have gone in. It was a jungle beat. There was no swearing, none of that. We weren't that stupid. I'm not going to think I'm going to start doing 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it on ITV at 7 p.m. So anyway, we've gone... We've gone there, and we're going to 6-chair challenge, right? And I'm going, we want to sing this, we want to sing this.
Anyway,
they're saying, no way. They're talking to our agent.
Simon Cowell said to us, you girls, you should do reggae. And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, because I love reggae.
By the way, he had to stand on a step to interview us because he's that short. He wears Cuban heels.
None of this stuff got aired, by the way, because they
realised, Cuban heels.
As soon as they realised we were reprobates, they didn't give us time of day because they couldn't have these characters coming. And then all of a sudden, what's happened to My Bad Sister? Because we didn't get
not only that,
we just weren't featured.
Not only that, this is what really finished it for us for XFactor, right? Because I heard through the grapevine that Simon Cowell actually liked us and he wanted to.
He was even doing this.
He actually did like us, and he could see potential to earn money from us, right? Who wouldn't? We're good on stage, we're twins, whatever. We were a bit younger then. It was only a few years ago. Times are hard. Anyway.
5 years at Raven since then.
So anyway, where was I?
Anyway, we did.
No, I was telling a good
story. So Simon Cowell. So you think Simon Cowell, he wanted you, but someone told Simon.
That was it. So Simon Cowell wanted us, right?
And also Simon Cowell worked quite a lot with the choreographer of Take That tour. So he knew us that I'd worked with on a previous tour.
He'd seen us on the job. He knew we were professional. You know what I mean?
So we had a link in with that. I'd also sang for Westlife's dads on a program.
So he knew
I met Simon Cowell years before.
We weren't XFactor nobodies. My first time on stage. Nanny said I had a good voice. It's like we were getting paid to sing and dance for top players. Like, do you know what I mean? So he obviously
saying that. A lot of the contestants were also professional singers.
Oh, of course. But anyway, so
that whole he's a fishmonger.
It's like, bollocks.
He was a fishmonger.
And that whole my dog died of cancer last year. They tell them to write that story in to get honestly. Anyway, so anyway, that aside, right? All the bullshit aside.
I always found it quite interesting to X Factor how the people with the sad story where the Coldplay music would play or the piano music, they would always be really good, but all the people who weren't very good always had kind of like weird sort of like music.
They stitched them up.
They never told the people that were shite. It's as if people that are shite have never had a bad thing happen to them in their life.
Yeah, do you know what it is? No, this is what it is, right? So this is exactly this. You know when you see someone and you're like,
it's really hot.
Shut up, I'm talking. You know when you.
God, now I feel like a dick.
Right.
You are a dick.
No, but like two people.
Go on, why do people break down when they're shit?
So you know when you see someone who can't sing a fucking note and they've just got no clue, right? This is why they've got no clue. Because they've been to 4 or 5 A&R auditions long before they get anywhere near a fucking camera.
Or see Simon Cowell anymore.
Right.
They've been chosen.
They have been chosen. They've had 5 auditions and they've had A&R people blowing smoke up their arse,
telling them they're great,
they're amazing, they're going to go through to the lives, they've got a serious career going on,
really
and they
savage.
Get their family and they go, look seriously,
they get all their friends to watch,
like literally, and then the people that love them, they're like, oh, maybe I didn't think he was that good, but the A&R people seem to like him, so maybe he's got potential.
Wind it up.
So it all starts to go to their head. They really do it so that when they finally get in front of Simon Cowell's like, you are the worst thing I've ever seen on the planet,
and shatters their whole dreams and that have been built up over the last couple of months
because they've been told. It's honestly really bad.
And also add that to been awake for hours. Some people have travelled for hours and they've been sat in a room with some orange squash. Yeah, that much orange squash. right?
Well,
and they drain you, and they build it up, and they tell everyone how amazing it could be. This is the start of a new life. They build it all up. We're sat there going, you pricks, right? Anyway, so just a quick one here, because the whole reason why we didn't get through in our 6-chair challenge
was because we weren't good enough at singing.
No, that might have had something to do with it, but I'll tell you what it was.
Too many fails.
It was because the paper, which I can't remember is now, it's an online thing. It's an online paper. It's massive. What was the paper that reported us?
Oh, People.
The Huffington Post, right? The Huffington Post did a big thing on the day of the 6-chair challenge release on telly. The Huffington did a big post, I think it was a few days before actually, about us being a grime duo that have danced for Rita Ora, so it's a fix, and also a link to our new video that came out, which was, guess what?
Two tears
in a bucket.
Yeah, and ITV.
And it came out. We timed it perfectly.
Ain't having it.
ITV are literally nonsense from bloody Catholic Churchville. Okay, so they are not going to allow, and they're definitely not going to allow a video with the Queen's face melting.
And they're definitely not going to allow two women. Us two
talking about sucking your drugs, Gusset.
Exactly, and that will not be told what to do.
And they knew, and also there was another thing as well. We smoked loads of weed in the hotel room with loads of the contestants, and then obviously I took the rap because all the contestants were like really scared they got found out. And I was like, yeah, I've been smoking weed all night, and I can't be bothered to come to an interview this morning. And they were like, you're going to be out of the competition.
No,
I said, look, until Simon Cowell tells me I'm out of the competition, I'm in the competition, and I hated it. True.
We had ITV going, you've got your main interview in 10 minutes, and we were like,
no, we ain't.
We've been up all night. We were like, we're not ready. They were like, you better be downstairs in 10 minutes, otherwise it's gonna cost you your place in the competition. And we were like, oh, suck a dick, and just slammed the door in their face. And they rescheduled our fucking interview.
Yeah,
they rescheduled.
At the end of the day, if you want us to be there on time, you'll pay us. Okay, if you're not going to pay us, we'll go there when we're ready and shove your little bit of squash.
But can I just say, final note on the X Factor, we did, no, we don't think we're the best singers. It's not called The Fucking Voice. It's called X Factor, and we might not have the best singers, but we've definitely got some form of X going on.
On a positive note to leave it with, because we are got to wrap it up soon, right? And this is how X Factor.
We can talk all night on this,
right? The important thing is that I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Brilliant.
So, no, what was I going to say?
Well, what we'll do is we'll have a think about that. We're going to play
our new single,
Feeling the Love.
Feeling the Love, which was our first video release this year. It was our second single release, but our first video release, and we shot it just before everything locked down, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's produced by Stivs. It's a savage...
It's directed by Bally Wills, who we've done our last 3 videos with, who's our brother. He's one of the team. Check it out.
Feeling the Love.
And let us know in the comments what you think. We'll hopefully have time to just read out a few comments before we wrap things up. So let us know what you think. And if you've got a question for my bad sister, now is the time.
Same hair, wearing a skinny, wearing a flare. You know next man still will stare. This ain't a single, this is a pair. Go on, tell the difference if you dare. Which one's fitter, nobody cares. Get recruited, we need spares. Been in your dreams, in your nightmares. I'll be present in your prayers. My bad sis, nothing compares. No, I did not pay my fare. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor. Help yourself, help your breath. Let's all club together and share. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor. Help yourself, help your breath. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor. Help yourself, help yourself. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor. Help yourself, help your breath. Fuck the system, fuck the system, fuck the. Feeling the love, feeling the love. No time, only now. Feeling the love, feeling the love. No time, only now. Rolling again with my family. I'm rolling again, you can see it's all me. I'm firing it up, I'm holding it down. I'm making it so my sister won't drown. Counting the pennies, ignoring the pounds. Dreaming of horses run free on my grounds. Caring for people, I'm doing the rounds. Live for the children and giving them sounds. The countries, the cities, the boroughs, the towns. UK setting the bar, go wow. Turn it up and say say it loud. Give me a mic and I'll talk to the crowd. Worldwide, as big as the cloud. Inside the feeling I'm proud. Unite as humans we shout. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love, no time only now. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor, help yourself. Feeling the love, no time only now. Fuck the system, fuck the mayor, help yourself. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love, no time only now. Trust me, you gotta be yourself. Trust in me. Trust me, help yourself. You gotta be yourself. The system fuck the mayor, help yourself. Help yourself. Trust in me. Help yourself. Fuck the system, fuck the system, fuck the feeling the love. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love. Feeling the love, no time only now. Feeling the love, no time only now.
You call that radio. You call that radio TV. Below. You call that radio TV.
This is You Call That Radio.
This is You Call That Radio TV. We've got my bad sister on standby. If you've got any questions, now's the time. I just want to give a wee shout out to our new Patreons, Oliver, Alan, Marion, Charlotte, Bob, Tracy, Ross and Anna and Ian for signing up to the Patreon this month. So thank you very much. It wouldn't be possible without you. If you want to help us build the hing, then go to patreon.com/You Call That Radio. We've done about 150 shows this year. You can find most of them on YouTube. Some of them get taken down for cheeky behaviour. We're live with my bad sister.
We don't know about cheeky behaviour. I've got a degree in that. I got first.
What you say, for example, tomorrow everything went back to semi-normality and it was just a case of, right, you can book your dream gig. Who would it be? What venue would it be? And who would your top 3 acts be?
To be honest, I always love a squat party. It doesn't matter where it is, but it's just a bit of a better vibe.
It's the freedom.
You can fucking smoke a joint on the dance floor.
No, it's not just that.
No. I'd say it's got to be some old cinema that's been shut down. There's loads of them in England. I mean, I don't know. There's probably the same in Scotland. And an old cinema with a big old screen. It's got soundproof because it's a cinema, so you can have a load of ravers in there. I'd have a nice big void sound system. And I think on the mic,
we'd probably have Mandy Dexterous playing speed bass.
With
us dancing on top of the rig, doing the new style.
Might get a little bit of Disruptor on the decks because I'm loving his drum and bass.
We're loving Born on Road for our drum and bass at the moment.
Yeah, D-Lady on the mic.
Great label, Bristol, Birmingham label. Check it out. It's got to be done.
D-Lady on the mic. She's like my favourite MC of all time ever. I mean, my boyfriend's actually an MC and I love him very much. He's MC Vandal, who's pretty sick as well. So I'd say him and D-Lady back to back for the drum and bass MC action over Disruptor. Oh, That would be my ideal.
Then Mandy
Dexter's coming on after.
Speed bass.
Who's coming on before?
I don't know. Maybe we could have a bit of live hip hop. We're actually doing some collaborations with a guy called Ran Rhymes from Nottingham.
Oh, we get Aaron.
He is a sick grime artist. He also does hip hop.
And early next year, we've got a single coming out with him. So look out for that.
And his debut EP is dropping in January, I think, or February. So keep an eye out.
Yeah,
for
he'd
him.
be on the lineup.
Ran Rhymes
Minx should be on the lineup. Good friend of ours, amazing rapper. Check her out if you haven't heard of her.
And Holly
M-I-N-X.
Flow Lightly, Sicker Records. Yeah, we love Holly. She's really sick live.
So basically, all our mates are on the lineup, but you know, all our mates do the best music.
And and Gyro Babies.
And Gyro Babies. Well, have you
Gyro
guys,
Babies.
Have you at the party? You've already been to one of our after parties. You know how savage it gets.
And then maybe we'll ask Roberta from Girl Crush to do Room 2.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
get Roberta Pia.
Yeah,
I've had Roberta Pia on the show, absolute legend.
I know, we saw her in the first bit.
You could maybe get Roberta to do a wee acoustic set at the start and then a DJ set at the end.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and also, while we're on the Scottish theme, our little sister, a niece, who is actually called Queen of the Harps. She's a harp player, but she also does a lot of spoken word. We'd get her at the beginning. She'd open up. Swear at people drinking
Jen Ray
vodka.
wants to know what the best London squat rave you've been to.
Shit, there's been so many.
I actually went to one during lockdown.
No, did you?
Yeah, in North London. I'm not going to say anymore. That was pretty
Was
sick.
it sick though? He's asked for the sickest one.
There was a roll top half in there.
P.S. There's a rave every weekend in London. Yeah, so all you COVID Karens can start ringing up being like, ah, but not, you know, they're all fine. And no one was wearing a mask or social distancing.
Can I just
saying?
Yeah, can I just say everyone is responsibly raving?
Yeah, but anyway, whatever that means. But so the best, can we change it? Not best in London. Can we say best rave? And we're just going to put it back
Best
to literally
rave,
3
right,
weeks.
yeah, you can change it.
3
You can
weeks
change it.
ago. 3 weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? Halloween in Bristol.
Southwest Rave.
About 4,000 ravers in a warehouse. Vibes were unbelievably high. I'm talking everyone was just...
And DJ Minky
we were
played.
tapping into a new zone.
And our little sister, because she stays sober and she's got a head in the game,
Winner.
she ended up on the decks. And I was like, there is not a chance in hell you'll get anywhere near those fucking decks, Millie.
And lo and behold,
she
she's
was
dead. She
determined.
did it.
And she blew everyone out of the water. And since then, loads of people have messaged her like, respect.
She
And I was
played
like,
the best set.
That's what happens when you go raving. You drink water all night and you have something in mind. You're like, I'm going to play. I'm going to play my drum and bass. I know what
Is that what you were doing? Were you drinking water? Because
Yeah.
do you know what? There was no bar, and I went in there with 2 big bottles of water. We had to climb over a wall to get in because we weren't early enough to get in, and it was really amazing. By the way, there was a bunch of people literally helping everyone over this 10-foot.
It was
wall.
like Dunkirk.
Yeah, but everyone was just getting in for the party, and the vibes were so high, and it made me feel alive, and I feel so much love and admiration for every single person in that warehouse. Because it really was.
And if you believe what we believe, you can't actually catch a virus. So it's not irresponsible.
We were all actually there boosting our immunity tenfold that night. Everyone was sharing bottles. Everyone was sweating. There's sweat dripping off the roof. It was intense. And you know what? I don't know anyone.
I think
someone might have got a test and said they got COVID, but they're fucking not in hospital, are they?
Did you just say that you can't catch a virus?
Basically, just
Apparently
look up.
not.
No. Look up terrain theory. Look up terrain theory as opposed to germ theory. The virus, terrain theorists say that a virus is something that your body creates to get rid of toxins. Therefore, the virus is potentially the cure. The toxins are the disease. So then you say, but how would me and Polly catch a cold off each other if we share? Yeah, you're not passing spit. It's not that that's causing it. What it is you've both drunk some contaminated water, for example, and your body has created a virus to expel the toxins. So therefore, we will both have the same symptoms. We haven't caught them off each other. We've just been contaminated by something.
Tell the algae analogy.
Well, basically,
it's just a quick one because this is important because this is
important.
the future of humanity.
And it's not mainstream. It's
Right.
not mainstream. This is not mainstream. Okay?
And any doctors, just
because there's no money to be made from terrain theory.
And any doctors talking out about this will be
censored.
Censored
Just
as
like
fuck.
this video. Just like this video, probably. Give it a week.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll probably
So-
fuck this video by talking about this. But anyway, go for it.
Right. So you've got a pond, okay? Now, a pond will create algae. the germ theorists will say that the algae is the problem, so we need to get rid of the algae. The terrain theorists, which is what I believe, say the reason why the algae is being created is to cleanse the pond from the impurification which is in it. For example, dirt, contaminated water. So the algae is there to help clear the pond. So it's actually the cure. The algae is the cure, whereas the germ theorists will say that the algae is, we need to get rid of the algae.
So what are you saying? How does that, just quickly, so what is that?
The virus is the algae.
So basically the virus, if your body getting a virus, it's your body giving yourself fever, burning away all the toxins that need to get out, right? Which is another reason why wearing a mask, you are just breathing in all those toxins that you're just naturally just breathing out because your body is dispelling them.
But you know, if people,
on a regular basis.
If people want to wear a mask, that's totally fine. Especially if you're not wearing it all day, that's great.
But don't ever
Don't
go
tell
at me that
what
I've got to fucking wear one.
I have been given my God-given right to breathe the air on this planet, and I'd like to do so in my own way without having anything stopping me. So
anyway, we're not bringing it into
but I don't mind.
And then
people want to wear masks, they wear a mask, but just don't
change subject.
Don't tell me what to do.
Let's talk about music.
Feeling the love.
No, we are feeling the love. And you know what? That song comes from the heart. It really does. Because even though we're saying fuck the system, fuck the mayor, but it's not that kind of like fuck the system. It's more like, you know, just allow the system, allow the mayor, you know, and just feel the love for each other. Don't go on Facebook getting annoyed with each other. I know, I do it too.
I don't mind if people think that I'm absolutely nuts and that I'm being a total irresponsible dickhead for talking about terrain theory and telling people that you can't catch a virus. That's fine. I still love
you're not saying that terrain theory is real. You're saying that you think it might be real.
Exactly.
Yes, terrain, I believe. Obviously,
it's
I
a
can't.
Theory.
No one really.
Because obviously
knows.
you don't actually know that at all. But
we haven't
kind
been
of,
to university.
I do know though that the guy that invented germ theory died a very rich man. And on his deathbed, he admitted that germ theory was bollocks. The guy that invented terrain theory died a very poor man. You do the math.
You do the math.
You do the math.
But anyway.
But again, I'm not pointing a finger.
Wait.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not having a go. All right, because everyone's free to do what they want, and we are freedomists. We want everyone to do as they please.
And the most important thing is that we all relax.
As long as you're not harming
Just
anyone
relax.
else. Please don't think that I'm harming you if we're going to the shop without a mask on. Okay, I'm not going to cough in anyone's face. All right, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. If I'm, there's lots of people around me. I'm not doing that. So don't blame me for being irresponsible and affecting other people.
We've gone back to it
because that's not cool.
We've gone back to that.
That's not
Don't
cool.
need to talk about it.
But if you want to wear a mask, fantastic. You please do.
Stay calm, relax, hug your friends, go out, get some fresh air, like just enjoy.
Yeah, just don't make yourself too lonely because of these stupid rules. Okay, that's the only thing. Please, because me and Polly, we're twins. We hate the idea that people are lonely,
and we're empaths, and we can feel what it's doing to everyone. It's really isolating everyone. And now the only way to communicate with your friends, supposedly, I mean, we're not. We're going to raves at weekends, but. Is communicating online, and everything can be manipulated. I can say, "Oh, fuck off," like that to you, right? And it's like it's not a nasty thing. It's like fuck off. Whereas it can be like "fuck off" written down looks like "fuck off." You know what I mean? There's a massive difference between "fuck off" and "fuck off." And you can't tell that difference online.
We've had huge debates with our friends, good friends, massive aggy, shouty debates with our friends. But we see him in real life and we're like, hey, you're right. I still love that song that you just released, or I'm still liking that photo of you with, So it's
anyway, don't get wrapped up in it.
We love
that's
everyone.
What they want.
We love
who? The man.
The powers that be.
The man wants you to hate thy neighbour. Love thy neighbour.
Don't think that you're going to get ill if you get near that old man. Just fucking hell, man. We're human beings. We're animals.
So why do you think people are dying, or do you think that the virus doesn't exist?
No. This is why I think people are dying. Okay, because
the virus does exist.
So what I don't understand is, so if the virus exists, how are people?
Because there are toxins. There's lots of toxins around.
And also,
there's toxins in our food, there's toxins in our water, there's toxins in the air.
And let me just...
Is it like 5G? Is this like the 5G thing?
Well, some people, I don't know.
Radiation is a thing.
But radiation is a thing. But anyway, that aside, I'll tell you why so many people are dying. And it's because so many people with cancer and other illnesses, long-term illnesses that they've been struggling with for a while, they are being denied the healthcare that they need. And so they are dying. And instead of them saying they died from... pneumonia, or they died from, leukemia.
People die from flu.
No, anyway, I'm not talking about that, but people that died, someone dying from leukemia. Instead of saying that, they say they died with COVID, because they'll do the test and say, oh yeah, they've got toxins in their body, they've tested positive for COVID, they've died with COVID. Now, you don't die with a virus, you die of a virus. So anyway, these are the reasons how they are getting the figures. Also, a lot of the figures are manipulated.
And also, a positive test is not a case.
Listen,
we'll sit here. PCR test. They haven't isolated it.
Anyway,
they're not that accurate.
Let me just cut. We'll sit here with our tin hats on, and hopefully you will carry on enjoying our music and not being too bothered about our opinions if they, are not the same as yours.
Yeah, I mean there is obviously a lot. There's a lot to take in there. I mean, there is a lot. It's a lot.
It's polite. It is a lot. We are a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
My bad sister for a reason.
Well, it's been lovely chatting with you. How can people support you if they want to hear more?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Yeah, just
subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube, and please look out for when we start playing gigs. Hopefully, when all this bullshit's over, and book a ticket.
Yeah, but next year we've got loads of new music coming out, just like we have done this year. So just keep following, and really it is important to follow all those independent artists and labels,
and just share,
such as us,
share these,
like Mandy Dexterous. Go and find new music. There's so many good artists right now, and follow us on SoundCloud. We post a lot of our friends' stuff. Have a look at our playlists, and
follow DJ Minky. We always share all her SoundCloud mixing.
We've got a lot to give.
So yeah, thank you so much for having us, Mark.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for listening to our bullshit.
We do have a show coming up called COVIDiots versus Sheeple coming on soon. So I'd love to invite you onto that.
Bring me! I'm gonna get me reading out.
Have a debate and sort of like maybe go over some of those things you were saying. Because a lot of that stuff seems to have been debunked. There was some stuff there that I haven't heard of before as well, so it might be interesting to have that debate.
And also, I'll leave you with this. Who checks the fact checkers? You cannot believe what you see on Facebook. It's so censored.
I think we can agree on that you shouldn't believe what you read on Facebook. You shouldn't believe random YouTube videos. Random blogs.
Stop paying your TV license. Do not pay your TV license. Stop watching the BBC, the pedo protectors. Stop.
Or the British Brainwashing Corporation is what we like to call it.
Well, anyway, I don't think anyone in Scotland has a TV license anymore after what they did during independence. But also, don't believe the television, but also don't believe random articles on the internet as well.
And don't believe random twins.
Random twins with mullets. Shit. But also,
I think you should maybe double check any information you hear from my bad sister, and you call that radio as well. So don't walk away from anything you've heard tonight. Might not be fact. Maybe fact check us.
We're not saying
as well.
I am happy to debate, and I'm happy to learn, and I'm happy to read, and I'm happy to try and get my head around
and
stuff.
I want to leave
That's just from what I've read, what I've discovered. Terrain theory. It's incredibly interesting. Check it out.
But also, I just want to say that everything we read and look at, and I trust my gut instinct, and I do believe that we're all raising, the vibrations raising, we're going into a higher dimension. We are in tune.
We are ascending.
We need to connect with our higher self. The knowledge is in our DNA. We just need to tap into it. You don't have to get your knowledge.
This is your second brain.
You feel it.
This is
so when we hear someone talking, or we hear a theory,
and the hairs go up,
it resonates. If it resonates, I'm there, and I look into it more, and you'll realise that more and more things, when you start to open those doors and you start to realise about the cabal, the deep state, and what's going on with the shadow government, and how they are charged.
All right, Donald Trump. So is Donald Trump going to save the day?
We are not going to say who the fuck knows, but I tell you what, Biden, he's a fucking massive pedo. Lock your children up, America. Lock them up. That's all I'm going to say. But we love you very much. We're going to go because we're going to start chatting more shit, and we'll lose more fans that way. So that's why we're not doing that.
Right, okay, so we'll leave the Donald Trump debate for another day. We'll maybe get you on for COVIDiots versus Sheeple soon.
I love the sound of that. That sounds fantastic.
Woo! Can we send you some memes that you can put up on the show?
Send the memes. You're welcome to send the memes. Thank you, my bad sister.
Thank you.
If you don't really know what's going on, there's a show that also doesn't know what's going on. Call that radio TV. You call that radio. Call that radio TV. You call that radio TV.
We are indeed building a thing that you call that radio. Tomorrow night, we have Chris Herring of Gonzo Division, New Hellfire Club, who has some interesting theories himself. So that'll be an interesting one tomorrow. We'll maybe ask Chris what he makes of all of that stuff. Friday night, we've got Joy France. She retired as a teacher at the age of 63 and decided to start a career as a battle rapper. And so she did it. From retired teacher to international battle rapper. She's got TED Talks. She's got a film out. Joy France on the show on Friday. And then on Saturday, we have the amazing Amelia Baylor live from Capture Works. And on Sunday, we've got Creative Martyrs live from Capture Works. If you want to get a wee look at what the Capture Works gigs look like, then you've got Gyro Babies Unplugged is on our YouTube channel now. You will find all, well, not all, most of the stuff that hasn't been taken down for cheeky behaviour on youtube.com/you call that radio. Thank you to my bad sister. Feel free to look into those things for yourself. And I hope you all have a good evening. And we'll see you tomorrow for Chris Herring.
I got you. Ready? Yeah, he's 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo, this is Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5 live and direct here in Glasgow, Scotland, and you call that radio?
We are here to tell the people that we hear you. One God will not allow us and people of conscience to lose our morale. We see the crimes of this government, how they support every dictator and criminal on this earth. Sometimes you can feel down.